I'm Rob Whitfield with the Orange County Register, and welcome to OCN2 for Friday, March 13th. A two-alarm fire broke out yesterday afternoon in Santa Ana at the Aspen Apartments on South Bear Street. Firefighters using 23 units from all over the city contained the fire in about 40 minutes. But as Santa Ana fire investigators sifted through the rubble of the massive garage fire about an hour later, they discovered a burned body in a vehicle. Authorities say the body was too badly burned to determine whether it was a man or a woman, and too soon to tell whether the fire was an accident or intentionally set. Both arson and homicide investigators were on the scene. Firefighters were able to keep the fire contained to 2 carports, preventing any damage to the nearby apartments. In Fullerton, horns blared through a busy intersection yesterday afternoon in support of 180 educators and those throughout the state who received layoff notices this week. About 500 teachers, students, parents, and supporters held protest rally signs alerting passing drivers to upcoming cuts to education. Teachers Union President Andy Montoya said the rally was an action to show state legislators that people are in this together. Fullerton administrators project the district will have to slice $6.5 million from its 2009-2010 budget if additional funding isn't found. Meanwhile, Orange Unified trustees voted 4-3 yesterday to close Silverado Elementary as part of an effort to trim $33.1 million from that district's budget. District officials said Silverado's closing will save the district $263,000 a year. Silverado's 73 students will be bused this fall to Chapman Hill Elementary, about 8.5 miles away. A Costa Mesa man will be arraigned today on vehicular manslaughter charges, 2 days after an apparent street race ended in the death of mixed martial arts pioneer Charles Lewis Jr. 51-year-old Jeffrey David Kirby is being held in lieu of $2 million bail. A Newport Beach police officer reported seeing Kirby's white Porsche driving alongside the Ferrari just before the crash. After the accident, police found Kirby and his female passenger walking away from the white Porsche, which had moderate collision damage. Court records show Kirby has a history of driving violations, including a 2002 conviction for driving under the influence. And the Octuplet's mother, Nadia Suleman, says she's not disappointed she's going to have to wait a few more days to fully move into her new home. On Wednesday, hospital and social workers inspected her new La Habra house, but found that work needs to be done before the 8 babies can live there. Suleman, the single mother of 14, had hoped to move in this weekend. The babies will come home 2 at a time as their health improves. And you can read more about all of these stories and get your breaking news all day at ocregister.com.